the mayor of New Orleans.
Yeah. This why I'm fucking waiting on.
In the
You should have had
scandal.
background music for this
Oh
motherfucker.
man, in the scandal surrounded around that
Many
situation.
scandals. Many scandals.
So Lee Zurich, who probably got a price on his head at this point.
Yeah. Open season.
He did the investigation because he wanted to know how much time she was
He
spending
did that shit too good.
in this apartment. So he asked for filled out whatever paperwork he had to fill out for the camera footage across the street from the apartment. Okay. And he watched 45 days. Now, in watching that 45 days of footage, he happened to stumble upon the fact that the mayor was having intermarital affairs. Lee didn't say that. I'm saying that. She was having intermarital affairs. So now they on her ass. They on his ass because he been stealing time. He probably gonna, I would imagine that he gonna face criminal charges for the amount of time that he stole.
The amount of money he made.
And $120,000. You know, a lot of it coming from overtime.
And every year that shit was going up. I was like, oh boy,
Yeah.
he getting raises every year.
He been smashing. I'm convinced.
So you convinced it's a sexual affair?
Oh, there's no question. You don't. Look.
You don't hit that without getting something back.
Look, I'm telling you like this. You don't walk into somebody's apartment dressed one way and walk out dressed another in a suit. Let me say that. He left out in a suit. You know what that means?
No, tell me.
Yeah.
He took a shower.
Okay.
And
no, you ain't wearing no suit.
First of all, you on your job. You taking a shower. That if you took a shower. Yeah.
Well, shit.
You ain't got no business taking a shower in this apartment. And I know you did.
And they still can't get out of office, boy. White people bad. White people bad.
I was wondering how she was gonna explain her way out of it, and I mean, she talked around that thing like I ain't never seen.
It's obvious she's very intelligent and she's very conniving.
But the best thing she could do is not say nothing.
She already said something.
Oh, she's stupid.
I thought that
her balls are this big. She doesn't give a fuck.
She don't.
She really figured like I could talk my way out of this shit.
I can sweet talk about
and she has so far.
But
sweet
this, man, I'm like, I don't know how she gonna talk her way out of this. I don't know how she. My thought for it was that her only option is to go out there and tell the truth about the affair, because his problem is that he was stealing time. You know what I'm saying? And they talking about, she wasn't working either while he was there. You know, she sent a couple emails. You know, they make no work phone calls. Basically, that she wasn't working either. But in her defense, what if she didn't have nothing on the docket? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have anything to do that's pressing at this moment, I know you the mayor, you probably should, one would think you always got something to do, but that might not be the case. You know what I'm saying? So if she ain't had nothing to do, then what you want her to do?
I heard she had an event to go to.
Well, there were a couple events she missed for the D. Okay? She missed a couple events for the D. She did. And I don't know what, that was the fuck up.
But I don't think it was like mayor. Was it like a mayor?
Well, one of them was a meeting with, damn, I don't remember. One of them was like, she was supposed to do a speaking engagement. Right. And another one was a meeting that she was supposed to go to, right. Which I remember the meeting being something that she probably needed to be in.
Right. And she did, but she did make it to read books to them little kids at their school. I've seen that shit. She I think she got a book out about her or written by her.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out the truth.
No, this is a book. I think like Madame Mayor. It's called like Madame Mayor or something like that. Madame Mayor. Yeah. I think it's about her.
Mm-hmm.
She took time out to to stroke her ego to those little kids.
Yeah.
Like So to me, my bad. I'm gonna let you go.
Ahead, T.
But to me, obviously, like she's the ultimate bullshitter. You know that person at your job that's just like is expert on some expert bullshit, they'll spend more energy trying to not work than actual work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think this is her. I think she fell in love with the city. She got her power. She's, just gonna really just like ride this shit out. I think she found out that there's probably no help in the city, and it's out of her.
What you mean by no help?
I think in order to change the city around, you need some type of stimulus package, something to stimulate the city. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
that could happen through.
You can't save the city.
Right. I think that's her attitude.
It's
you don't have enough money.
It's unsavable.
Your
city,
streets.
Let me tell you something.
Like
years and years of
the only thing that's gonna save this city from what you probably
you will have to purge it.
What crime? Like let's say crime.
Purge it.
Like,
there's no
deep, don't you think?
No, bro, you talking about 20, 30, 40 years of crookedness in this damn city.
How you gonna purge it?
Right. I mean, you gotta you gotta cleanse this shit. You gotta baptize this shit because the police department
shit don't work.
Right, but the police department fucked up for years. So it don't matter who the chief is, it's just gonna be fucked up already. Cause ain't no way possible he can fix that shit within a span that he may have that job for 2 years. Cause he gonna get fired.
I mean, so one of the key factors of gentrification is crime. That kind of helps drive out or give people a justification to drive out a certain ethnic group.
Yeah.
Crime. So yeah, you got to like in order to like usher gentrification, you gotta let crime do what it does. And right now, it's doing what it do. You know what I'm saying?
It's doing what it do already.
A little too much, right?
Yeah, it's doing what it do. You know what I'm saying? I really think she's gonna help usher in gentrification, and eventually, like the city as we know it, with the culture and everything like that's gonna kind of be watered down by
It's already watered down.
It's done.
And I think that's her mission. I don't think that's her mission, but I think like she's enjoying the ride.
First, I could say this. They going hard on her.
She been going hard.
I'm gonna say it like this: it's no different than what men do in politics. You feel what I'm saying? Jefferson Paris.
As far as what? Her intermarital affairs?
All that shit. Think about it.
She married?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. It's the trip expenses. I promise you, all these motherfucking mayors, governors, down to fucking Trump, they ain't have a fucking problem with Donald Trump was doing all that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Using our tax money to go golfing and this and that.
I definitely had a problem with that.
Oh, you had a problem. But this is the thing, though. The white folks didn't have a problem with that shit. You did. We all did. And I'm not trying to say Mayor Cantrell is right of doing these things, but it's just amazing to me how it's so spotlighted for her.
Scrutinized is the word.
Right, scrutinized. Like, nigga, the Jefferson Paris old president was fucking little boys.
Oh
yeah, I seen.
You feel what I'm saying? Was fucking little boys, and you had more uproar for some petty shit with Mayor than what the fuck he had for that dude. That's the crazy shit that bothers me. And I will always say, a motherfucker don't like a black woman in power that threatens them. Because one thing about a black woman, she can't be bought. A black man could be bought. You see it all the time with people going to jail that's a politician. But a black woman, she too proud for that shit. You'll never buy her. She gonna always do it her way. Always. And what the Orleans Parish Sheriff doing? She don't give a fuck. What the mayor doing? She not giving a fuck. And who look like they sweating? The chief of police. That nigga look like he's sweating every time on the press conference.
I just wish that they would have been smarter. That's all.
Yeah, like that
just
shit.
Just be a little smarter.
I think that's her not like the level of I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's next level. Because you in a taxpayer paid apartment, which I don't know what the apartment is even for. Like, why are taxpayers paying for this apartment? I don't know that part. But you in a taxpayer paid apartment, you paid by the taxpayer, he paid by the taxpayers, and y'all
and y'all living in shit.
y'all doing too much.
Y'all just freebies, huh?
You know, you flying this man first class and everybody else in coach. You can't do that.
Right. The only thing is they got caught. Everybody.
Yeah, they got caught.
That's the only thing. They got caught. Yeah, like everybody done had. I mean, I didn't have sex at work before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I ain't. But I ain't.
Let's get into it.
You want to hear the story?
Fuck this subject.